is this funky looking motif that has branches that come out of the work. On this video, I'm going to teach you how to do the Astro Motif. I'm going to be using a 4mm hook and some acrylic yarn size 4 in 3 different colors. Okay, we're going to start with a slip knot and we're going to start with a base ring. So for your base ring on your color A, we are going to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we're going to close with a slip stitch. So into the first chain that you made, you insert your hook, grab the yarn, and pull through to close. And now we're going to be starting row 1. For row 1, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to work 17 double crochets into the ring. So into the ring, we're going to do 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, and we want a total of 17 double crochets. I'm going to do that off camera and I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, so I just did my 17th double crochet into the ring. These last ones get a little bit tighter. So now to finish off the row, we're going to do a slip stitch to the third of the chain 3 that you started with. So you might want to pull it a little bit out just so you don't get confused. This is the first double crochet and before you have the chain 3. So at the top of that chain 3, insert your hook, grab the yarn and pull through. Now this here is the end of row 1. Now for row 2, we're going to chain 1 and do 1 single crochet into the same place. So into the third chain of the previous row, into there, 8 single crochet. And now we're going to start the row repeat. It starts by you chaining 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you're going to skip 2 stitches, 2 double crochets. And then into the next, you're going to do 1 single crochet. And we want to do this 4 more times. So we're going to chain 5, skip 2 stitches, into the next, do a single crochet. I'm going to do this 3 more times off camera, and I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, I just finished that, and now we are left with 2 stitches. So to finish off this row, we're just going to do a final chain 5. Then we're going to skip those last 2 stitches and do a slip stitch into the first single crochet of the row. Insert your hook into that first single crochet and do a slip stitch. This here is the end of row 2. Now we are going to bring in color B, and we're going to be doing that, bringing it through this loop that you currently have. So you can remove your hook, grab color B. Let me just grab that here. And so I'm going to leave a tail that we can weave in later. Reinsert my hook here, and then just grab the new color and pull everything down. So now we're going to be starting row 3 with this new color. I believe we're going to leave our color A attached. You're not going to cut it. So now for row 3, we're going to do a slip stitch to the first chain 5 space, which is this one here. So just a slip stitch there. And now we're going to chain 3, which counts as a double crochet. And into the same chain 5 space, you're going to work 6 double crochets. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 here. And now we're going to start the row repeat. So for this row, basically you just want to do 7 double crochets into each of the chain 5 spaces. So 7 double crochets here, 7 double crochets here, 7 double crochets here, all the way around. So do that and I'll see you when you're done. Okay, I just went all the way around here with my 7 double crochets into the chain 5 spaces. And now to finish off this row, we're just going to do a slip stitch to the third chain of the chain 3 that you started with. So we find the third chain at the very top and then do a slip stitch. Now this here will be the end of row 3. Now we're going to go ahead and grab our color A again and pass it through the loop that we have currently. So you just kind of grab it and pull through. You can go ahead and tighten your color B by pulling it down, and we're going to cut it. We don't need that color anymore. So you can go ahead and cut, leaving a long tail. Now with our color A again, we're going to start row 4. So we're going to start by yarning over twice. 1, 2. And now we're going to insert our hook from right to left behind the next single crochet of row 2. So what this means is this is essentially the first single crochet. So the single crochets are these ones here. And what we're going to do is kind of work in front of them. So we've yarned over twice. You're going to find this first single crochet that's here. So we bring our hook at the front of the work, and from right to left of the stitch, you're going to insert your hook like so. Now you're going to grab the yarn and pull through. And basically we're completing like a treble crochet here. So we're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And what this is going to do, it's going to create these treble crochets in front of the work that go kind of, in front of it, and then create this like long pillar in front of it. Now we're going to continue the repeat. We're going to do 1 single crochet into each of the next 7 double crochets through the back loops only. This first one's a bit different because you have the chain 3 to start. So don't forget to go into there as well. Into the chain 3, we do a single crochet. And into each double crochet afterwards, you do 1 single crochet into the back loop only. This is my 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7 of this first block. And now we're going to go back and repeat exactly that. So we're going to do that treble crochet in front of the work and around the post of the single crochet from row 2, and then 1 single crochet into each of the double crochets into the back loop only. So let's do that one more time together. We're going to yarn over twice, go in front of the work, and go around the pillar of the single crochet from right to left, so kind of behind it like this. And now we're going to grab the yarn, bring it back, and now complete your treble crochet by yarning over and pulling through 2 at a time. So that's 1 time, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going to do those single crochets into the double crochets into the back loop only. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And this is exactly what we want to do all the way around. So do those treble crochets in front of the work around the pillar of the single crochet of row 2, and then those single crochets back loop only into the double crochets. Do that all the way around, and I'll see you when you're done. Okay, I just went all the way around here. As you can see, this kind of adds some depth to the motif already. So now we are going to finish up this row by doing a slip stitch to the first treble crochet that we made. Insert your hook into it and then do a slip stitch. Now this here is the end of row 4. For row 5, we're going to chain 1 and then do 1 single crochet into the same place, into the treble crochet. And now we're going to start the repeat. So for this row, we want to start by doing a chain 5. Then we're going to skip 3 stitches and then do 1 single crochet into the next. So you skip 1, 2, 3 into the next, a single crochet. And that's what we want to do all the way around. We chain 5, skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, into the next single crochet. So let's do this all the way around. Chain 5, skip 3, 1 single crochet. I'll see you when you're done. Okay, I just went all the way around. And now to finish off the row, we just need a final chain 5. And then we're going to just do a slip stitch into the first single crochet of the row. To that first single crochet, insert your hook, grab the yarn, and complete a slip stitch. This here is the end of row 5. Now for row 6, so we're going to bring our color C through the loop that you currently have, like we did before, leaving a tail to weave in later, and then pull through. You can bring down your color A, but you're not going to cut it. We're going to need it later. So now with your color C, we are going to start row 6. We're going to do a slip stitch into the first chain 5 space. And now we're going to chain 3. Then you're going to do 5 double crochets into the same chain 5 space. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now the repetition for this row is into each one of the chain 5 spaces. So into each of the chain 5 spaces, you're going to do 6 double crochets. So you work around the chain space, and into each one of the spaces, you want 6 double crochets. So do that all the way around, and I'll see you when you're done. Okay, I just finished my last 6 double crochets into the last chain 5 space. So now to finish off this row, we're just going to do a slip stitch to the top of the chain 3 that you started with. So into the 3rd chain, insert your hook, grab the yarn, and pull it through to close. And now we are going to go ahead and grab our color A through again. So our color A, grab it again, and then pull it through the current loop. You can go ahead and tighten everything down and cut your color C. You're not going to need that anymore. Okay, now we're going to start row 7. So we're going to start by doing a chain 1. And now we're going to do a double treble crochet. So for that, we're going to yarn over 3 times. And we are going to do the same thing as we did before. We're going to come in front of the work, and we're going to go around the post of the single crochet from right to left. So we're just going to grab all of this for the first one. Grab the yarn and bring it through. And now you're going to yarn over and pull through 2 at a time. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. And this is known as a double treble crochet. So now we are going to do a chain 2. And then you want to do another double treble crochet around the same stitch. So we're going to yarn over 3 times and then go around this same one here. Doing the same thing, grabbing the yarn forward, and then yarning over and pulling through 2 at a time. This is going to give you like a bit of a V stitch, as you can see here. And now we're going to start the row repeat. We're going to skip the first stitch actually. So we're going to skip the chain 3 from the previous row. And now in the back loop only, we're going to work 1 single crochet into each of the next 10 stitches. So we're going to go into the, I'm skipping that chain 3. So into the first double crochet of the previous row in the back loop only, 1 single crochet. And we want to do a total of 10. So that's my 2nd, 3rd. As you can see, all of them are worked in the back loop only. Here's my 5th, 6th. We'll continue here. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we are going to work around the next single crochet. We're going to work this same combination here. So it's going to be a double treble crochet, chain 2, and double treble crochet. The same way that we did before. We're going to yarn over 3 times. We're going to go around, so bring your hook into the front of the work around the pillar of the stitch. And now grabbing that there. And now doing your double treble crochet. Yarning over and pulling through 2 loops at a time. It's 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to chain 2. And then doing a double treble crochet. So yarn over 3 times. Go around the pillar of that single crochet. Bring the yarn around. And then pulling through 2 loops at a time. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you created that like V stitch there. And now to finish off the repeat, we are going to skip 2 stitches. So this was a little bit tricky, but we're going to go back to the beginning of the repeat. The repeat starts by working in the back loop only, 1 single crochet into each of the next 10 stitches. But since the repeat ends by you skipping 2 stitches, you're going to be skipping essentially the last double crochet and the first of the chain 5 spaces. Let me show you what it looks like here. We finish by doing the single crochet in the back loop only of the second to last of the double crochets here. So we have skipped the last double crochet of this group and the first double crochet of this group. So essentially into the second double crochet of the following group, we're going with a single crochet in the back loop only. And now you want to go into 9 more for a total of 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And again, you'll see that I'm basically not working into the last double crochet of this group. Now, instead, we're going to do this repetition. So we want a double treble crochet, yarning over 3 times, going around the pillar of the stitch here, and then going around it and completing a double treble crochet. Yarning over, pulling 2 at a time. Then a chain 2, 1, 2, and then doing that again. Double treble crochet around the pillar of the stitch, yarning over twice and pulling through 2 loops at a time. And that's the V-stitch. And now to complete the repetition, you skip 2 stitches, which is again the ones that I've already mentioned, the last double crochet of the previous group and the first double crochet of the following group. Then you go back to the beginning of the repeat by doing 10 single crochets in the back loop only of 10 stitches. Then you're going to do your repeat of double treble crochet, chain 2, double treble crochet around the pillar of the stitch from 2 rows before. So that's the repeat. Do that all the way around and I'll see you when you're done. Okay, I just went all the way around here and I just did my final repetition. So now to finish up this row, we're just going to do a slip stitch to the top of the first double treble crochet. So you insert your hook into it, grab the yarn, and pull through to close. This here is the end of row 7. And now for our final row, row 8, we're going to start with chaining 1. You're going to yarn over, insert your hook behind the first double treble crochet. So yarn over, insert behind the double treble crochet, like so. Yarn over and draw up a loop. Now yarn over and draw through 3 loops on hook. So all the loops. And this is basically a half double crochet that's been worked around the double treble crochet. Now into the next chain 2 space between the double treble crochets of the previous row. Into there, you're going to work 3 single crochets. So here is 1, 2, and 3. And notice that I'm going around the chain space. Now we're going to work 1 half double crochet around the next double treble crochet. So we yarn over, do the same thing, go around it. Grab the yarn and pull up a loop, and then yarn over, pull through all the loops for a half double crochet. Now we're going to work 1 single crochet into the back loop only of each of the next 10 single crochets. So into the 10 single crochets you have, you do another single crochet into each one of them in the back loop only. We're almost done here. This is my 9th and my 10th. And that there ends the repeat. So going back to the beginning of it, we come across the V. I'm going to just kind of call this a V. So to start the repeat, we want to do a half double crochet around the pillar of the first double treble crochet. So yarn over, go around it, grab the yarn and pull up a loop, and then yarn over, pull through all the loops for a half double crochet. Now we have the chain 2 space into which you want to do 3 single crochets. That's 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to do a half double crochet around the pillar of the next double treble crochet. So we yarn over, go around it, grab the yarn and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all the loops. And then we have the 10 single crochets into which we want to do a single crochet on top of each one of them in the back loop only. So that's my 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And that completes the repeat. So now we want to do this all the way around. The half double crochets around the pillars of the double treble crochets of the previous row, 3 single crochets in the chain 2 space, and then in the back loop only 1 single crochet across the sides, or the 10 single crochets that you have there. Do this all the way around, and when you finish, you're simply going to do a slip stitch to the top of the first half double crochet of the row, cut off your yarn and thread your ends through. And look how cool and funky this is. This one's crazy. It has these kind of branches that come out of the work, and then I guess these kind of look like picot stitches, these single crochets that are kind of standing alone. But yeah, a really cool motif. Hey, while you're at it, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? Just do it. Just do it.